Okay. So there's a physical attack. Oh my god. What on earth? Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome back to more from this commentary playthrough of the Final Fantasy X Pbirdman mod. I need to get myself back up to speed. It's been like a 5-6 days since I last recorded. If you remember from the last session, I said that I had a bit of a sore throat. I wasn't feeling too well for a few days. And that was like my first return session, and by the end of it, my throat was pretty bad, so I was like, it's probably best not to record again for a few more days. So I waited a bit, but I just want to see where I'm at before I continue. So one thing I did do, full disclosure, before starting is get my item supply back up again, because it's not, as you guys know the reason why I don't explain it anymore. So I've got like Mega Phoenixes, you guys know the drill at this stage, we've been through it enough times. But for one last time, Hidden Water, Chocobo Wings, Chocobo Feather, Lunar Curtain, I already had 93 of these. And I think that was it really. Oh yeah, and X Potions, 99 X Potions. So just get my equipment together again before I continue. Now, when it comes to this, what was I doing? I was trying to get agility to 170, and I had for everybody, right? Okay, so from here, I guess, I wonder if it's best to start going for magic defense or strength. Because I have a feeling, I think I left the last session thinking that, yeah, my stats look good, but I think damage output wise, I'm still not going to be strong enough with this 177, 178 strength, so maybe that's the best thing to continue with for now. Okay, so I think I'll start by literally just giving the Ironclads a go again to see how we do. Okay, so let's just go in. I'm more curious about damage output right now rather than actually winning the battle. So let's begin. It's just so much HP to deal with in this one. A total of 4 million if it's unchanged from the vanilla. So it's way higher than anything we've faced previously. And that's why, like we say, it's the bridging battle. Okay, that's much more acceptable damage. But they're going to have back-to-back turns, so that's important. Okay, so I guess since we don't have too much overdrive, let's just go with this for now. Not being KO'd is probably quite an important part of this battle. I'll need these buffs to really maximize my chances. So let's just start with an attack reels to see how much damage that does. Because spamming attack reels at this stage, especially like when you're this deep into the game and the enemies have this much HP, I think is always going to be a viable strategy. It's going to out-damage just pure attacking most of the time. But 4,000, as you can see, that's not much at all. So Pbirdman says no to that. Ooh, 19,000 with Protect. Maybe Shinryudan has an armor break element to it. I think that might be what it was. That ain't good. That is not good. Okay, fine. Gonna start playing around with stuff like Sentinel as well eventually, but that way the same person can take the Shinryudan, I think, but we'll have to see. Let's just get an attack in, see how we do. Actually, I want to go specifically for an armor break just to see what happens. It doesn't say immune, so the fact that it's still only doing 4,000 damage, I think at this stage means it must have some sort of like ability to be armor broken. I truly think that must be the case. So, do I even have any frag grenades? They're not something I can farm in the monster arena, I think, so I might not have any. Yeah, that sucks. So I think I'm literally just going to do an armor break test in this battle. I've only got mental break with her. Okay, fine. Let's use a banishing blade. I can only use it on one, but basically this is a surefire way of knowing if armor break is possible or not. If it doesn't work after this one, then it's probably not possible. So let's see. I think once we've armor broken, then the battle will definitely change, because I should be hitting for pretty much max damage after that. Yeesh. So maybe the Repageki that it does in response to an overdrive is extremely powerful. Maybe that's how it works. There you go, maximum damage. Okay, right. Now we're rolling. Okay, so now these Courages also become less important. So they heal for 40,000. That is a weird set of turns, but okay. So, what I'll do... We might be able to win this battle now. We haven't been faced with Reaper yet, so I'm not going to get too excited just yet, but this is a good sign. Honestly, either I remember wrong. I think I tossed a Chaos Grenade last time with Riku, and I don't think it worked. I always thought that Chaos Grenade... Maybe it didn't have Armor Break as a status. I thought it carried the breaks, but maybe I was wrong about that. So maybe, if that's the case, it can be done at lower levels too. So I ruled out Armor Break as a possibility. So maybe that's why. Anyway, let's continue for now. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't good. Okay, so maybe it can't be done at lower stats. So what, it has a way of recovering its Armor Break? I have to use that every time? Are you for real? What about regular Armor Break then? I think it's worth having a look here. Okay, that's a problem. Let's just try regular Armor Breaks to see how we do. Because we're at max agility now, I think we can carry the penalty of Armor Break better than we could before. So, I think we've got to keep the high agility Riku in here at this stage. I just want to see if regular armor breaks are enough. It is, okay. So I think it's going to be a game of constantly trying to reapply armor break and do the damage while it's down with my high agility. Because remember, they're going to get rid of armor break and they're going to heal at the same time. So you really do have to like damage rush them, I think. That's your best shot. Let's see how Sentinel works. Can it really absorb any decent hits for us? Okay, that's not a good move. Oof. Waka took a annoying amount of damage there. But we still haven't seen like a double Reaper sort of move. Now I think until Kurage is used, like those Repagekis on themselves, I think that's the reason they Repageki themselves. I think it somehow removes armor break, maybe? That's the only thing I can think of right now. So yeah, until those turns happen, then I think I can do damage. Yeah, okay. So I've really got to get a lot of hits in here. I mean, is it worth quick hitting? Not yet. I'm not going to get to that stage yet because I'll need to use my MP for armor break. So I won't get involved with that just yet. Okay. Once Riku gets a full overdrive, we'll go for like a hyper null kind of thing. Now, did Protect help with Bunshinzan? Let's see. Ooh. Why did that one do so much damage? I swear it did. Oh wait, she doesn't have the 213 defense, she has like 160. So this is what would have happened. Yeah, so that's what would have happened if I didn't raise my stats. Riku got KO'd, even with 160 defense. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, this 170 plus agility, I think in this battle really does feel like a must. But Waka did get power broken. So it's going to be a real sort of back and forth here. We're doing massive damage for the first time, but they have massive HP and they have ways to slow you down, like Power Break. Let's see what happens to an armor broken Ironclad when we have a power broken Waka. 98,000, so my strength is still high enough to make it work. Okay. Right, Riku's overdrive has been charged too, that's good. I'm gonna throw the Hyper Null in here. Good job. Okay, this is much better. I think now that this is the case, if this battle is over quicker than I thought, then I might go back to my earlier save with the earlier stats and show you guys how it works as well, to see the difference in the two. Chocobo wing first. Yeah, they take fairly long to heal themselves, I think. That might be the issue. Okay. I think that means Riku survived Shinryudan. Okay, here we go. So they gain 40,000 HP back, which isn't a big deal, but this Repageki means that armor break should be gone now. So this is what's going to extend the battle out and still make it not like a pushover even at these stats. Okay. If only Riku knew armor break as well. I didn't think it'd be important enough. Saventura. So let's go again. Yeah. Okay. So we've got to deal with this again. I haven't seen any kind of double Reaper kind of move. I don't know if and when it gets used, if at all. Yeah, none of this really helps. And they're all still hasted. I don't know if Hyper Null included luck. In case it doesn't, I'll just throw it in. There's not much else to do right now. Ah, damn. So it definitely has some legit armor break resistance. It's not... I don't think it's incredibly high, but it's high enough to be annoying. It'll probably take you like 4 or 5 hits to get it. So this is where the agility comes in. If you're a lower tier of agility, you're going to waste so much more time trying to get these armor breaks in, and that will really drag the battle out. There you go. We are almost ready for the big leagues. Surely we can win from here. These guys are going to be important because remember, you've got to farm HP spheres, so if I need to break the HP limit, these guys being not incredibly difficult to defeat at these levels is going to be vital. And there might also be a secondary reason which I'll get into once the battle's actually finished. Gonna throw a protect on here because I don't have the cheers anymore. So everything's looking under control at the moment. Bunshinzan is dangerous, but not like game-ending. I think the odds of it taking all 3 of us out are close to 0 at this stage. So I'm fairly confident. But stranger things have happened. I've lost from more comfortable positions before. Yeah, Riku survives that much more easily now. Shinryudan! Oh, so it must have caused an armor break of some kind. Yeah, so it's going to be a battle where I think having 5 times cheer and stuff is not really going to be sustainable. Just do it when you get an overdrive for Riku, but in general I think it's not going to help that much. It's quite delicately balanced, because right now you might be thinking, well, okay, this battle's looking under control, it's become easy, but imagine you're an agility tier lower, so you get less turns. Your defense is going to be like 50 to 60 points lower per person. Factor that in too. Then you've got to consider that you need to armor break these guys regularly. And every like 3 or 4 turns that they have, they're going to use Kuraja / Repageki to get rid of those armor breaks. So if you go back to like my previous tier, there is a chance that it would have been the case that, let's say I managed to armor break it, then I only get 2 or 3 hits in, and then they do the Repageki and they get rid of the armor break, and I've only done, well, Kuraja recovers 40,000. If I've only done, let's say, 100,000, 200,000, even 300,000 damage before that, it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of grinding to wear down the HP for these guys. So you've got to remember that even if it looks kind of much more simple now, I feel like this is one of those battles that would slip away very quickly if your agility was at a lower tier, because it all hinges on doing enough damage while you're in this particular phase. And if you can't do that, then this battle's going to take forever. So just like worth noting. We'll have a look at the lower tier agility version as well, but I feel like that's probably how it would play out. It seems like it could still be possible for sure, now that I know you can definitely armor break it, but I think it'll be way, way tankier and more difficult to pull off. I think having a protect on everyone is probably still wise here. Might save you from that 1 extra move. I think those 2 are both slowed down. Nice. Waka's the only one that hasn't been KO'd yet. There we go. Okay, we got him. So yeah, it might have been pushed over the edge at this stage. It might be a bit too easy, but it's one of those battles where you cannot fight this thing unless you use armor break. There's just no point. So you really do need to armor break, and then once you do armor break, that HP will fall very quickly if you have the agility. Okay. So let's just get that armor break in, and this time I should be able to really bash through these guys. So this is really starting to remind me of vanilla in terms of like once you armor break this guy, just raining down those quintuple 9s and just taking things out rapidly. That's what Final Fantasy X used to be for me when I played vanilla. And in the Pbirdman mode, obviously, if you get to a certain level of stats for these kind of battles, you will be able to do the same. So most of the veterans run, I should be able to blitz through a lot more easily with these stats. Not all of them, I think, because there's still multiple enemies to fight. But I think for this particular one, it's way easier. Yeah, so I think on average, like I said, it's taken about 4 or 5 armor breaks to get it to work. Okay. Now, when it's armor broken, does that mean that I can get maximum damage out of attack reels? Let's check. If so, I think that might be a problem. I don't think Pbirdman would want that to happen, because then even with low stats, you'd be able to cheese it, so that's probably not the best idea, but let's see. Does armor break influence attack reels damage? Oh no. Oh no. This is back to broken OP vanilla attack reels. That's what we don't want. So I'll probably have a word with Pbirdman about that, because I mean, even before my stats went up, I was at like 160, I think, like 150, 160 range. So even with like my lower stat veteran run team before I did some stat maxing, I'd be able to hit this guy for like a good 500, 600,000 damage with every attack reels once I armor broke it. So I think that would probably put it in the category of like being broken / too easy. So that's some food for thought for Pbirdman. I don't know how he can stop that, but he might have to play around with the overdrive mode here to stop people spamming Waka's attack reels. Maybe like Repageki can drain overdrives or something, I don't know. He'll have to think about that. That's his job. As the play tester, as the guinea pig, I'm just doing my best to break his mod and find ways through. But I'm already interested to take it on with a previous save just to see how it looks. So yeah, I mean, you can get into the whole game of just doing this at this stage, really, if you want. I'm interested in the spoils for this battle as well, though. We might be able to get a lot of HP spheres, which would be really nice. Because HP farming is always a pain in the arse. I've almost never done it, but if it's something that was made a bit easier in the mod, I definitely appreciate it. Still alive, nice. Not anymore. So there we go, we won. We ended up kind of breaking the battle a little bit, so I think Pbirdman will want to adjust that, but in general, we won. Now, let's see the spoils. This is important. Okay, perfect. So, these guys give dark matter. So if you want to do dark matter farming, you want some more ribbon armors and that kind of thing, these guys could potentially be a faster way of doing it. Because I said to Pbirdman, I said we don't have celestial weapons, and you know, because of the nature of the mod, farming for dark matters is going to be so much harder than it was in vanilla, and it was already time consuming and difficult in the vanilla. So what are we going to do? How are we going to as players farm dark matter if we want to make like a third break damage limit armor, or we want to add another ribbon? And he told me that this particular battle might be a good source of dark matters if you want to farm them. So great addition, I like that. And 4 HP spheres is definitely welcome as well. And I think there's probably a 50% chance of getting a bonus HP sphere from each one as well. So that's looking good as well, I'm happy with that. I mean, for now, the HP spheres aren't useful to me, because I'm going to try and get through without break HP limit, because then I need whole new armors for all of that stuff. But especially the dark matters, I'm happy about that. I've got 11 now. That's good. Okay, so that means that I have actually finished the Veterans Run, finally. I mean, this has been... Ooh, the Veterans Run took a long time, and there was a lot of long-ass battles in here. I mean... 14 battles here. It probably took me about 10 hours, just literally in battle, to get through these guys, I would say. Wow. Okay. So, that was a lot of fun. So, some great battles in here. I genuinely enjoyed some of these a lot. And there was a lot of really good ones too. Some of them weren't as great as they could have been, but he's already made tweaks for the public release. And of course, you know, they're not all going to be fantastic and great anyway. You can't expect that. They definitely weren't in the vanilla, and they won't be in the Pbirdman mod either. But I think as like a experience for genuine veterans of the game, I think this is a good set and a good variety of challenging enemies. So just as like a little, well, you've already seen me fight Fenrir, but let's go to another one. Let's see, something like, let's see farming strength spheres now. This is going to be an important part of your stat maxing process, so let's have a look at this. Ambushed again? Why am I being ambushed so much? I might get wiped out here. I think I have Null Blaze now, by the way, for these guys, so might be better, but let's see. Oh, damn it. That's a poor start. That's a bad start. Okay, Chocobo Wing. Okay. Look at the difference in agility already. That top tier of agility just changes so much, seriously. It's absolutely huge. Okay, let's get a Null Blade. Well, Does Riku have Null Blaze? I hope she does. We'll find out soon. The way it recoiled made me think that that worked first time, maybe? She only has Null Blaze. We'll go with that for now. Right. There we go. So we are finally at the kind of stats where we can start to really farm stuff a lot more efficiently. So I've always said that I don't think Armor Break should be included in these veteran run battles because the difference in damage output for me is just too great and it breaks a lot of battles in my opinion. But one upside of being able to do that is that when it's farming time, you can farm a lot more quickly. So, you know, double-edged sword, but that's up to Pbirdman what he wants to do when it comes to God damn it. When it comes to that stuff. Oh really? That's bullshit. Yeah. Poor Riku. Oh yeah, Null Blaze doesn't work anymore. I forgot about that. But her magic defense wasn't high enough to survive. So I mean, you can see farming is not like super quick, but oh my god. But it's definitely way better than what it used to be. What a difference, eh? What a difference the session makes. This has changed everything. Look, when I don't have my haste, look at the turns. Then, boom. I don't think this one has a way to heal. It's... Yeah, look at that magic defense difference here. Yeah, all of these stat boosts have made a massive difference. That flare only doing 3,000 damage with Shell, for example. Massive. Okay, let's take out this Juggernaut. The road to max stats is truly here at last. It's been a long time coming, but we're there. So, unfortunately, Lulu has no more magic than she previously did, so I think when it comes to magic farming, we're not there. It was just immune to all of this stuff, right? I'm trying to remember how the battle was different. Oh yeah, okay, he had enough defense that it didn't matter. Yeah, I don't think there was a loophole around this one. Just out of curiosity. There's still summon Anima, right? Remember, this was the old way to do it. I guess, you know, if you're just gonna farm for magic spheres, why not go with the old ways? This was one of the fastest ways to do it back in the day, if you didn't have the magic to defeat yourself. So let's just see the damage. I forgot that you're allowed to summon as well. I haven't summoned in so long. Only 9,000, good grief. That ain't good. Well, it's gonna die now. Yeah, so maybe not quite how it was in the original, unfortunately. And it got double moved as well. Yeesh. Yeah, see you later, Anima. This is the Pbirdman mod. You don't get to pull shit like that here. And it's not how it works around here. But I thought it was worth a shot just to see. I mean, that doesn't leave me very much. I might have to look into that to see what I can do about the magic. For now, there isn't really a battle that necessitates it, so I'm not gonna think too much about it. So, we've got 2 strength spheres. Woohoo! So we can push that strength up whenever we need it. So that's an option that's available to us now too. And Oof, I'm thinking, is that the first thing I should capitalize on or not? It's got to be strength, man. It's got to be... Hold on. Sometimes I just can't tell where the links are. I'm climbing up this way, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Yeah, finally starting to see some purple spheres up in here. What a difference. Okay. Alright, now I'm excited. Because once you get up to the max stats, there really is nowhere else left to go. Like, if a battle is too hard, even when you have the stats, then just got to get your thinking cap on. Find a way. 185. I think we'll just add stuff as we get it at this point. I might even get rid of evasion spheres. Just literally clear them out. What's the point? I'm not going to be able to dodge anything at this stage, and I don't have evading counter, so I don't think it's that necessary. And when I need it to hit stuff, I'll be raising luck anyway, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, 143 MDef. I think if you want to continue it, obviously at this stage, everyone can do whatever the hell they want when it comes to stat maxing. I mean, don't need me to tell you, but depending on how challenging you want to make it for yourself, how efficient you want to be, and all that kind of stuff, I guess if at this stage you just want to really get to the max as quickly as possible for everybody, probably still worth going for strength spheres first. Fill those out, and then you can start to hunt one eye a lot more easily. So probably that's the best way to do it. The quicker you can take one eye out, the quicker you'll get magic defense spheres, the quicker you'll get the weapons that you need, and then you can start to really raise everybody up. Because right now, as you can see, Riku only has 2 sphere levels. So this particular weapon that she has is not great. So she'd ideally need something better than that. So yeah, you still need to do some one-eye work to really get everybody up to speed at this stage. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of itching to have a go at the hero run. So part of me thinks that I need to get Riku on point as well. But then I'm also like, I wanna have a go at those guys. I think with 159 defense, I won't be able to really get there though. That's the problem. Okay, I think what I'll do first, I'll save here. This is going to be like my primary save that I'll continue with. What I want to do then is to go back to a previous save and fight the Brothers in Arms again and see what a difference the stats make. If it still turns out that it's a bit too easy because I can armor break and I can spam attack reels and all that kind of thing, then that's something that Pbirdman definitely needs to have a look at. And if it's not, then I guess I can just say to you guys, depending on what level of challenge you want, you can either take it on after you've defeated the rest of them, or you can do what I did, stat max a little bit, come back, and then win. So let me load an earlier save and see where we're at. Okay, I have so many saves at this stage that I've just been digging around looking for the right one, and I think this one's close enough. It's like, I think this is basically the stats before I got into the whole maxing thing. So you can see the agility well below 170, strength about 25 points lower, and defense about 50 points lower. And well, I guess for Waka 100 points lower. So this is definitely closer to the stats that I had when I finished Veterans Run. So I'm going to head back to Monster Arena and try and take them on now, just to show you guys how it would have played out had I have known that you could armor break. Maybe I can still do it, maybe I can't. I have no idea.
Here we go.
Okay, thankfully I've generally got enough of everything to still have a go at this. I was just wondering if this save didn't have the equipment and items that I needed, but it's fine. So let's go back to our usual stuffs. I'll go for this one. I don't think that much matters. And everyone has a full overdrive. Okay, good. Okay, let's go and see how we do. So I'm basically going to try and do the same thing, but with much lower stats and see how possible it is now. So we're trading turns roughly 1 for 1 at this stage. So I'm going to take this a lot more carefully and seriously here. I think part of that will be having Protect and 5 times Cheer on everybody to see what we can survive. Alright, get high. Okay, so defensively this is about as strong as we can be right now. Let's begin with Armor Break. I think it worked first time. Oof, just about. But, oh no, not this again! I hate that. I think it's always the same character that gets ruined. Okay, no. So much for that theory. Okay. Thankfully we only had 1 potion. I'm going to go for a big attack reels here. I think the one on the right has been armor broken, but it's going to return with Repageki and KO me, I think. So maybe I acted a bit too hastily here, but let's just see. How many hits they're going to take and how much damage. Oh, wait a minute, armor break didn't work. Shit. Usually, like when it doesn't block with the sword, that means that the armor break worked. But not this time, I guess. So without 5 times cheer, he still survives Repageki, so that's something. Okay. Yeah, you see, being power broken now will also make a bit of a difference, I think. Like that already. I guess you can just get some cheers in while we wait. Next potion. Yeah, so now we have the problem of Repageki followed by 2 moves, so I think Waka attacking here is probably not wise. Okay, this is the Kuraja turns. This sort of hitting each other / themselves with Repageki is really weird. But we're only going to truly find out what's going on here once we get a successful armor break in. Okay, back to Biz. Okay, I think that one worked. Oof. Okay. 56,000. Okay, you can see how much, because he's armor broken. He's doing about 40,000 less damage per hit. Because of that 25 less strength that he has compared to the stat max version. So even 25 strength points can make a big difference in a long battle like this. But I still think we have enough here. I'm not too worried. If that armor break hits early, then I think you have every chance of pulling it off. Is there anything I need to do? I'm going to keep cheering at this stage. The double Bunshinzan is going to come soon, I think, so I've got to be ready. Let's use a slice and dice, see how we do. So I think he's trying to negate overuse of these. He barely hit the other one at all. What? That's some rotten luck, seriously. That's some bullshit. Okay. I was going to say, I thought he's trying to negate the overdrives a bit by making them hit back with a powerful Repageki when you use one, but I don't think that's what's happened. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, okay. So this is the most dangerous move we have at these lower stats at the moment. But Titus is equal to it right now. Only Riku suffered. So I definitely think it's possible with these stats as well, but as I predicted, the battle is going to take longer. But it's certainly doable. Riku's definitely vulnerable here. But yeah, this seems manageable, so it is possible at these stats. So I do recommend to you guys for a much more legitimate challenge and a more fun battle overall to do it at these stats first. But bear in mind, we haven't done a huge amount of damage yet, so we need to motor here, take advantage. So as you can see, it's still going to take a while here. Unless we do a bit of that. They've both been power broken. I think power break is something that you kind of can't escape in this battle. I think there's no point trying to dispel it constantly. We just don't have the turns for it. Right, let's see where we're at. So yeah, the armor break is gone now. And 40,000 negates most of one of Titus's turns, so I think we've maybe done 200,000 damage so far, something like that. So now begins the process again. I mean, we still get enough turns here, provided we're hasted up, I think. Yeah, you get 2 turns for every one of theirs when you use armor break still. Or like maybe 10 for every 6 of theirs or something along those lines. Again, armor break resistance is a very fine line here. Like, let's say 20% can swing things so much, so let's say needing 3 or 4 hits versus needing 6 or 7 to armor break it can completely flip the battle in terms of difficulty. That's why, again, it's such a fine balance for those. Seriously, just like playing this mod and testing it out and talking with the person actually modding it, you really get a feel for how difficult it is to balance all this stuff. Especially against like higher level players that would have so many tricks up their sleeve. You literally have to try and outsmart everyone that's playing the game, basically, and still make it enjoyable for everyone as well. It's just like, it's tough, man. It's a lot of effort and a lot of thinking. But you see, the armor break's not working right now. I just want to unleash an attack reels while it's armor broken, but I haven't been able to yet. I might not follow the battle through to its finale here, because it's going to take me like probably like an hour here. Oh, Bunshinzan has a death touch element to it. Wow. Like, Waka has a death proof armor, right? You guys saw that. There was no damage on that. Yeesh. That makes life even worse. Yeah, so this is the real challenge. I feel like for these stats, these guys are actually pretty well balanced. Like, if Pbirdman's intention is to make these guys the toughest encounter of Veterans run, and a bit of an in-between battle for Heroes run, I think with these sort of stats, I think he's achieved that, I would say. So like, all of my buffs have been knocked out again. And remember that Courage is coming soon, and I wouldn't have even got an armor break in. So yeah, my prediction was correct about how this battle would play out. I still think it's possible, for sure, but it depends on how it goes with the armor break, really. That's the biggest factor. Yeah, when you lose the 5x cheer as well, it makes a big difference. Okay. Alright, finally, armor broken. But literally next turn I think is going to be Courage, so once again I've not done a huge amount. Right, I've got to go for this. Okay. It's good that it does over half of their HP and damage, because they can just get straight in with the X potion, rather than leave them at like 5,500 and vulnerable for the next attack. Okay, so this is important. This is your best chance of big damage while it's armor broken at lower levels. 37. Yeah, okay. That's pretty nice. Nice. Yeah, so that was definitely needed. But, I mean, all it had to do was survive another 2 or 3 armor break attempts, and maybe I would have got almost no damage out of this. So, once again, we're on the edge of it being reasonably possible, I think. But there is literally a chance that Bunshinzan can take out all 3 of you at the same time, it seems. Like a low probability, but it can happen. I think I might auto-life for that reason. Get like a 1-person auto-lifed. Might be worth it. Ooh. Yeah, you see, this is one of those again. Tyus is on 5,086. And because he's not healed, he could get wiped out for the next set of turns, so I've got to protect him. Can't take the risk. Yep, that would have killed him, so Tyus would have been KO'd there. That's why that was a good move. Sometimes there's like really advanced strategies that involve deliberately not, let's say, casting 5x cheer to make sure that every attack triggers auto potion. There's that death touch. I remember seeing a really wild own Sphere Grid Kimari only challenge from a YouTuber called Voidling. I don't think they upload anymore, but they did some really hardcore Final Fantasy X challenge stuff back in the day. The guy was an absolute monster. Like he switched between like different armors to change Kimari's maximum HP, so that like auto abilities triggered at different times in the battle and all this kind of stuff. It was madness. I've never done anything that technically like intricate in any Final Fantasy X challenge or battle that I've ever had. It was madness. So if this kind of stuff interests you, I mean, Voidling is a good channel to look up. They definitely have some videos. Blitzace469 is another channel that has Final Fantasy X challenge stuff. Garland the Great, known best for his Crash Bandicoot stuff, but he does have, he's got a lot of Final Fantasy VII challenge stuff, and some older videos for Final Fantasy X challenges as well. So, just a few names off the top of my head. Okay, there we go. So again, it's taken a few turns here, but we got it. Now, I'm wondering if when I do this, it's better to just entrust. You saw what happened last time with Slice and Dice. Only one of them hit the Ironclad on the right. So it might be worth doing this. I mean, if I can land 6, which should be the average, that's still over 200,000 damage. So I think that's probably still the most DPS I can manage. And maybe I get lucky and I hit it more. Oh wait, it didn't work again? Ah, this bow. But I think you guys get the idea here. So yeah, without managing to get armor break, they Courage it there. So on this round, they gained HP. So this is the annoying, difficult, frustrating side of the battle. Okay, let's try again. I do want to get like one really good round where I can do like 500k damage. I'm not going to use this save later on, so I think I might just Mega Elixir for the MP here. I can't be arsed. Come on, armor break. I was definitely luckier in my first one when I was trying to armor break. It seemed to work on average maybe every 4 attempts, but it's been more like 6 here, maybe more. Come on, armor break! Nope. Yeah, this is more the sort of difficulty that Pbirdman was intending for sure, you can tell. Again, only 13 X potions left, by the way. Oh shit. So that is one consideration to make. If it is taking too long for you to win, you could run out of X potions, and then you're screwed. So again, it's another reason why maybe with these stats it could still overwhelm you, even if you can stay in the battle. I think I started with like 59 X potions though, so like for me, this wasn't the perfect attempt. But you're seeing it's pretty hardcore. Definitely, I think if you're a bit lucky with how the turns play out, it can work. But probably worth doing some sort of stat maxing first. Maybe just max the agility and then focus on the rest. Yeah, just cannot get the armor break in. Ouch. It's just annoying that you need like a confirmation attack to know if it worked or not. Like I lose a turn here to... but... okay, finally. Oh wow, I think his arm broken again. I don't need to arm break anymore. I've got to try and get a couple of overdrives in if I can. Only 3 X potions left. Again, I think I'm going to take the hit here to charge overdrive. There you go. Okay, that's 1. Right, now we're doing some damage. Now, is this the Kuraja turn, or is it the next one? Damn it. Okay. At least I have 2 overdrives now, though. But the X potions have run out, so let's find out if you run out of X potions in this battle, can you still hang in there and compete? Okay. A lot more healing waters and stuff going to be needed. Let me charge Walker's... Then again, I think it's Stoic here, because Tidus's own gauge charged. I might have had it set up in Stoic for Dark Ixion. I forgot about that. Shit. Yeah, we're really reaching the limit here. If only I could get one of these to work like first time. Yeah, it seems Stoic. Yeah, that's why Riku's overdrive gauge is not charging, so again, that's something I forgot to change from the save that I uploaded, from the save that I loaded up. That's all good. I think I've provided sufficient proof that with these stats you can still beat them. And I would say it's sufficiently challenging that it's worth your time. That I think you should take it on like this. Wait. Doesn't she have alchemy? Why did that... What? Did I see that correctly? Why did it only heal 4,900? What? Wah! Oh my god, I didn't even change that. I'm such an idiot. God damn. Yeah, this battle's really slipping away. I should have checked those. I did for Tidus and Waka, but I forgot for Riku because she's not going to attack. That's my bad. Okay, I think... Yeah. Tidus going to have to do Riku's job here. Yeah, because again, I don't have... Oh, okay, it is armor broken. Wow. Waka got blasted. Yeah, these moves are hardcore. I mean, if it's Stoic, why doesn't Riku's one charge up there? She must have some funky overdrive mode. Okay, now I need to get Waka to have 2 overdrives before Kuraja is used. That's the goal. Right, let's get back to the correct thing here. Let's go with this. So even with the attack reels, it hasn't turned into like it completely breaks this battle. Because you still need armor break to happen first, you need the full overdrive gauge, and all that jazz. You can see it's a pretty mammoth battle, regardless. No auto potion here, so he gets KO'd for that. I think it's still survivable, but you waste a lot more turns as a result, potentially. And obviously, Bunshinzan becomes a lot more dangerous as well. I think if you're following along, you'll know what move comes next, but I've forgotten. I think it is Kuraja next, but... Yeah, only 1 overdrive was unleashed there. So chipping away in less than ideal circumstances. not having auto potion definitely slows you down a lot here and puts you in danger of getting KO'd completely. But I have another attack reels once I get the armor rate done. I don't know if there's much point at this stage, but Riku should really know armor break. I think that's something you guys should teach your Riku. There's enough battles where she doesn't really have much to do for a turn, and if she had armor break, she could use it. Okay, hanging in there. Yep, there you go. Not hanging in there because the auto potion ran out. So I don't think I'm going to continue, but you guys get the idea. The same tactics that I used when my stats were better, they still apply here. And it's definitely more grindy, and you'll have to buff more and you have to recover more and that kind of thing. And you'll use more resources, but you should be able to handle it. So Pbirdman, it's up to you. If you still feel that even at these stats you wanted it to be more of a challenge, then I guess you got to do something about potentially being able to use like attack reels and stuff, or you got to up their defense in a way that nerfs attack reels to some degree while still allowing for normal physical damage to become high. I don't know, maybe make Kuraja recover max HP. I don't know, like make it recover, you know, 99,999 instead of the 20k that it does recover. So I'm sure there's plenty of things to be done, but that is the final battle of Veterans Run. So let me load back up on my final save, and we'll continue to talk about stuff and see what we got next. Okay, my friends, it is finally time to check out Hero Run for the first time. The original creations in Vanilla was the first time, I think, where a lot of people, even though they might have had good stats, they would have found some battles seriously difficult. Like the likes of Nestslug and Ultima Buster and Thuban, like those guys were genuinely tough. And obviously once you did get to sort of close to max stats and you really got to know the game, then you could blow past them. But like especially the first time we met them, I think, like the first time we played through, that was when we really felt like these are some hardcore bosses, difficult ones to take out. And of course, the same thing is going to kind of happen here. So we've been having a very difficult run so far. It's been very challenging, like different level compared to the storyline stuff, seriously. But now we come to Hero Run. This is the final frontier before the Dark Aeons and Penance and effectively the end of the mod. So we got some really tough bosses here, I am sure. So we're going to start with Demon Force. Now, I asked Pbirdman, of course, I said, so what do you think, like roughly recommended stats to take on these guys? And these two have the best stats, I think. Waka probably has the best stats. Yeah. So he said probably starting at around the 200 mark for most of like the important stats. So strength, defense, probably magic defense, maybe magic, maybe not. So currently I am not at the stats that Pbirdman would say is probably like the right sort of stats. So I'm close, and close enough to definitely give it a go. But if you see me get wiped out and it's still looking too difficult, then there is a chance that for starters, I might have to go and upgrade that magic defense to over 200 as well before I truly get going with this. So let's go in and see where we're at. And well, of course we have the Riku problem. Riku still has Veterans Run stats. She's not ready at all. So we have 2 out of 3 characters that are ready. And so this could be like absolutely atrocious. But let's just see. I know you guys have been waiting patiently. It's only been 165 hours, so you know you guys would probably want to see it too. So let's have a look at Demon Force and see the first encounter of Hero Run. Oh boy. Interesting. Where is Earth Eater? Where the flip is Earth Eater? Things looking very different now. So the fact that these guys are low magic defense as a team, that's like their weakest attribute. I think we're going to get wrecked here, but let's start. Get wrecked. I think for Hero Run I probably won't do things in order. Like with these current stats I will give each one a go one time, I think, and see if any of them seem possible, and if they do then we'll have a look. I think at this stage, because we have been around the sphere grid with these guys, well, a lot of the sphere grid, I think bringing in Lulu's not as feasible an option as it used to be. I don't think our magic defense is even higher than these guys right now, so... Okay, let's try and hit one, for starters. That's a good start. Well, I think any enemy that's immune to physical damage, that already just, like, puts me out of contention anyway. I don't think I saved with full overdrive, so I'm not going to use the overdrive here. We got time for 4 focuses, so I'll put those in. It's basically the same as a hyper null anyway, and you guys can get a feel for how much damage I'm taking. So yeah, straight off the bat, it seems like we have a battle where unless you sort your magic out, you're not gonna win. And that, of course, means farming Jumbo Flan, which is a problem. So we'll see how we do with that. I'll probably ignore the spell for now. So we did get 5 focuses in. Then again, I think Tidus and Waka's magic might be higher than Lulu's as well, because again, they've been around the grid. It might be very similar. Okay, normal water gut. Seems very tame so far, right? 6,800. Oh, what, they get double moves? Oh, God. 8,600, yeah. The magic defense needs work. So all of my buffs are gone as well. And holy. Yeesh. So we can't use any reflect tricks like we could in the first encounter with these guys. Okay. Obvious check is just going to be like... Let's just shove a reflect on someone and actually fire off a spell. Let's see what it does. Okay, at least he knows flare. That's nice. Wait a minute. Oh, for God's sake, I have the wrong weapons. I use these to... I use these for something else. I use these to get my overdrive back. Oh, for God's sake. That's my fault, that's my bad. But it does seem like they're weak to magic. Well, weak to magic meaning like you can damage them with magic, of course. The physical immunity was a big clue. Now, what is their group attack and how much damage does it do? I guess that's worth knowing. So we have a sort of benchmark for what we need. I mean, Holy's doing quad 9 for starters. But I would have liked to have seen it break the damage limit so I know what I'm doing. Oh god. So remember, 5 times focus, plus shell, but still taking quad 9 damage. Now, let me try and do what I failed to do properly previously. Why do I keep missing that right here? Because it bloody looks the same as Excalibur. I thought I had Excalibur equipped. Okay, here we go. Waka's magic is higher than Tidus, it's only 16,000. So, yeah. Let's bring in Lulu. Does she even have the right armor? No. Right weapon, sorry. We still haven't seen something that hits everybody yet. Surely it's got to have like an ultimate emblem of the cosmos kind of move up its sleeve. Sleep? Interesting. Okay. I swear one of hers was sleep proof. I had the wrong one equipped. Okay, Alicia gets to use her magic. So Waka did about 16,000. 17,000, yeah, they're basically the same. Oh boy, that's not good. Okay, so this is one battle that we're not ready for. I will need to figure out what the best way to improve my magic stat is. Like, what is the most efficient way to farm Jumbo Flan in Mod Blitzball Rush? Okay. So there's a physical attack. Oh my god. What on earth? He did quad 9 to everyone multiple times, if I had that right. Okay, well, that's not looking good. I mean, obviously first thought is, does Pbirdman want you to break the damage limit? Sorry, break the HP limit here. Like, maybe you need 50,000 HP to fight these guys. The old tactic of quad 9 and then tough it out maybe is not enough. Road to Hell. I need something I can actually damage as a benchmark. Oh my god. What on earth? They don't even fit in the screen. Oh, it's Evil Ochu plus that. Holy shit. I'm assuming these are souped up versions though. They're not the same ones from the story, surely. 12,000. I think that ignores any kind of defense, surely. Yeesh. Ultimate weapon and Evil Ochu. Let's just hit him to see what happens. Oh, what is Sentineled? Fuck. That's really interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take some more time out here to boost some more stats and then return. Ty just has ribbons, so I think these ones are just like they always hit regardless, unfortunately. Which I've always thought is a little bit cheap. Yeah, Maz has got ribbon, but who cares? So immune again. So he really wants you to lean into the magic for this one. Let's just use an attack reels, see what happens. Usually if they're immune to physical attacks and you use one of these, it's like the defense is too high and it doesn't make a difference, but let's just see it. We can't block this, surely. Oh. Well, even if it does, it made little difference. So as you can see, we're getting nowhere. I remember using Blessed Gems against these guys last time. Let's just use a Supreme Gem for kicks. They're probably going to eat up the damage now. What a horrible combination. Look at these guys. So we haven't even seen the original creations yet. I have no idea where they are. It did real damage though. Stagnant Aura. Wow, he survived. And well, with ribbon as well, that was nice. Okay, let's see what kind of damage we have here. These are all kind of good benchmarks to see if there's any chance really. Yeah, I think we're looking at max stats here. And probably break HP limit. Okay. So I bet you weren't expecting me to get wrecked that badly. I thought I'd be able to hang in more than I am here. Double trouble. Oh man, double catastrophes. Holy moly. I think these are going to be harder than the Dark Aeons, to be honest. Again, because of the fact that you can have multiples, I think surely any multiple enemy can be harder than a single enemy, surely. So there is a chance that Hero Run could be more interesting and difficult than the Dark Aeon. So I'll throw that one out there, because that could definitely end up being the case. But it's looking to me like I'm going to have to take a session out to do some stat max. I probably won't record that one. My throw is still not fully recovered and I don't want to waste time waiting for it. So I'll probably just spend 2-3 hours I'll probably spend 2-3 hours stat maxing and come back when I'm more ready. Oh wow, it lifts up off the ground, that's cool. Ultra med. At least I can survive the poison breath, right? That's something. Just about. So this is the first one where there's like a vague chance of making some kind of headway. At least I have the agility advantage by a long way. Okay, let's give this one a full-blooded effort here and see how far we get. Maybe it's worth trying. Okay. How much damage? This is big. I think I saw 8,000 there. Let me try this one first. 9,000. That ain't good. I mean, this shell used to have like 500,000 HP, something like that. And because strength scales up so quickly, I do think it's probably worth going up above 200 here. So this is all proof that I will need to do more work before I come in here. The fact that it doesn't trigger X potions here is actually a good thing, because it's going to save me resources in the long run. So that's good, at least. But damage is very slow here. Let's see. I'm going to fire off a magic spell to see if, again, maybe for some reason, like, magic is much better. So let's fire one off. At least we don't have to worry about any counter attacks or anything here. 11,000. Again, to be honest, I do think that's a better option. So I think our magic, if it was up to like 200, I think we'd do a lot more damage here. If we assume they have the same HP as vanilla, the current output is very, very slow. It's just not good enough. So I think maybe not even 200, more like 220 kind of strength to make waves here. Cannot believe I don't have Blitz Ace yet. I swear I've used Energy Rain like 200 times. It's weird. Has he disabled Blitz Ace? I don't think so. But there you go, that's something. But you're not going to charge your overdrive gauge very much here either. And of course, once we start getting into like, if we have a battle where we need a lot of MP, it's like, how are we going to manage? Because I am not wasting break MP limit slots on these armors. I just do not have. I just really think I don't have the slots for that. The other slots are too important. I just can't sacrifice it, so in that sense I'm not too sure. But let's keep pounding away. I think maybe once it comes out of his shell, his defense might drop. So it could be worth it. And I think with this phase I can get Riku to attack as well. Yeah, 3,900 is 3,900, I guess. At least we can kind of just rattle through the damage here. It's not, there is no threat, so... I might change Waka's armor to see if there's anything that can... Because I don't need these abilities right now. Just go with this. Still no auto haste, remember? It's going to make even more of a difference. But I definitely think that we can break the shell of the first one, surely. Shouldn't be too bad. I guess armor break is still an option. I could try it. I've got to remember that. Really? Why? Why? Oh, here we go. Okay, that happened a bit quicker than I expected, actually. Okay, we could be in big trouble now. I wonder if he should try and find a way to make them both simultaneously come out of their shell, so you don't end up, like, negating one of them. In that sense. Now, I'll be wanting Protect as well at this stage. And I think for Waka I'll switch his armor again. Then again, they're going to constantly face Poison Breath still, but I think this is too important at this stage. Okay. I think I still have Ally Overdrive. I've been forgetting to change Overdrive modes in my testing. Okay. Let's see now. 8,000 still. Okay. Let's have a look at Armor Break. I really thought the defense might go down. It's immune to Armor Break as well. Sheesh. Well, that's not good. Just need to see how much damage it's going to do with stuff like, what was it called, 100 Thorns or something? And of course the other moves, but that's the main one that can kill everybody, so have to be careful. And the shell ran out for Tidus at a great time, of course. Oh, it goes back in to do that. Eesh. That's interesting. So it's like a bad breath kind of move. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think she had like a bad breath busting armor. This one. Yeah, I was banking on Waka missing that. Remedy on him. And then heal everyone and hope for the best. Just want to check if I can get some turns in first. No. Got to try and stay alive here. The fact that they get back-to-back turns again makes things very dangerous. And now that poison breath is just going to get more and more annoying. When you don't have shell, it will destroy you. Okay, so this is probably going to kill me now. Just about. So that 213 defense, it really puts me on the edge. Just about keep up. But this is where Riku's lack of stats really shows up. So we're struggling to keep up here. So now Riku is constantly vulnerable. So I think this battle as well is an indicator that we're not ready for this yet. But maybe if these two stay alive for now. So we used the Toxic Cloud, we used 100 Thorns. It seems to rotate between those two. Okay. Honestly, then maybe it's still worth switching Waka's armor. If you're not dying, then you might not need it. Worth a shot. And it's interesting that their turns do go out of sync, which is big. It still gives you a chance at that stage. But you've got to remember, this guy has like, I think it was like 2.5 million HP in the original or something like that. So doing 8,000 damage at a time it's not enough. We won't be able to take it out. But the fact that I can survive 100 Thorns is promising. It goes to show that when the stats will be on point, then I will have a shot. And it also seems like there's no breaks either, so like armor break and stuff. So we're definitely in with a chance. Might be worth, but then again we're going to constantly get this wow. Wow. Yeah, so watch Riku here, watch the damage difference. Waka got critical there, I believe. I gotta stop them from dying from that critical as well. I think maybe 220 defense to. He took like 10,700 with protect, and oh wait, he might not have had protect actually. Okay. It's very tight margins. I mean, I can do things to stay alive and kind of grind out the battle a little bit more, but I don't think it's worth it at this stage. So I think I might wrap this session up here before my voice continues to go again, and then come back when my stats are a little bit better. Because I mean, we are hanging in there, but this isn't. I don't think this is going to be how to really win this battle. So I'm going to give this up for now. But we've had our first taster of Heroes run, and it's looking extremely tough. So Let me just sum up what's likely going to happen before the next session. So I think the first thing I will do is probably boost the strength up to like 220. I think that's the sort of number that I'm looking for. So strength will go up to 220, then I will farm One Eye to get about 20 purple spheres. So I can push the magic defense up to around the 210 kind of mark, 210, 220. And for Lulu, it's going to be closer to max because of her like naturally high magic defense. Once I've done that, I will see how many weapons I've gotten that could be of use to me. So I will need some triple AP weapons for Lulu and for Riku. And if I don't have them, I'll probably hack them in. And then once I get to that stage, then I will have to see what I got in terms of this stuff. So I'll need some Daughter Tomorrows. I'll find out where to get them. And I will... Then I will probably try and get some more Underdog Secrets, maybe. I mean, I think Triple Overdrive is going to be a stretch. I won't be able to get the items for that. But maybe a Double Overdrive, or maybe I'll just have to go with SOS and just make do with what I've got. So something along those sort of lines. And then I'll have to start stat maxing those guys too. So it's likely that when I return, the stats will look something like 220 strength, probably pick up some random defense along the way if they've missed anything, so maybe 220 defense, but between like 200 and 230 for most of the characters that are concerned. Magic, oof. For now I'll probably leave magic alone. I'll see what can I beat without using magic first, and magic defense will be up to, again, the 200 to 230 kind of mark as well. I want to leave magic till last because just farming Jumbo Flan's always a pain in the arse no matter what. So I'll probably come back with that. It will probably take me a few hours to do, even in sped up mode. So I'll work on those, sort of like not commentating, and I'll sum up what I've done once I get there. And then we will probably have another round of trying to beat some of these guys. And if it turns out that I can't, and I'm really feeling like I need like ultimate armors for everybody, then I might add something to this or make something from scratch. Like for Riku, for example, and then we'll see how we go from there. So, a lot of work to be done. These encounters are looking extremely difficult, and we haven't even seen the original creations yet. Like, where are they? I think we've done... I mean, Double Trouble was the first time we saw Catastrophe, but these two battles didn't feature like Greater Sphere or Earth Eater, so there's going to be some tough ones to come. So surely these guys are going to be like combos of the previous ones. So we'll see how we do. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll be back with more soon. Take care.